Magic players, welcome back. Here we are for some more Duels content, and we finally now have all 100% on all the sets. And I've gone ahead and I've made a handful of decks. Looks like 6. Yeah, I've got 6 right now. It's far from the 13 that I had previously. Some of them aren't that hot. Some of them I really like. And well, let's just see if we can hopefully get some cool series with all of them. That is the goal. So let's start this one just with the leftmost deck, I suppose. We'll try Paladin. It's a blue-white aggro, kind of humans, kind of spirit, kind of I feel like I'm trying to do a little bit maybe of combining too many different things. And I think I have a few too many creatures. I don't really have a lot of utility or removal at all. So I'm not sure if it's really the most optimal way to go with it for now. But that's why you play the games, right? Gotta figure these things out one way or another. So let's see how it goes. Alrighty, here we go. This hand's not playable with just that land. If it was 2 whites, I'd probably keep it, but I don't think that's... Oh my god, are you kidding me? 3 white cards and free... Oh my goodness. I guess I'll keep that. It's still ugly, but... Yikes, man. I don't have this much land issue when I play 3 or 4 color decks, but I get it when I play 2 color aggro. I can't cast anything. Go figure. Alright, let's see here. I'll just flash that in later. Not like it matters, but I may as well at least try to do things properly here. That's fine. Then I'll Reflector Mage this guy. Oh. Yeah. Would I rather Royal Spout it or Reflector Mage? That's the question. Royal Spout I have eventual chance for, yeah, I think I'd rather Reflector Mage first. I get an extra creature presence out there, and then maybe bounce a bigger guy. Yeah, let's do it that way. I get the extra creature out there for an extra 2 points. The only issue is if he doesn't have any land. But there's no way for me to know that. So I guess we'll see when he draws this card where it goes and where he plays his land from. Oh, it went over here. So he did not draw a land. Because land always goes to the top of their hand. And this one did not. So he drew a high cost card. No, he still got a land. Oh, it's a tap land though. So, looked like that worked out in my favor. And there's another creature, but I know he did not draw a land. Although he just played it. He played a third one though. So Royal Spouting this guy now doesn't help. It was just because it was a tap land. He couldn't accelerate that guy. Oh, let's see here. Which flyer would I rather play? I think I'd rather play the Delver. And then Drake can go in there and win the game. But I want to give this thing more chances to flip. I don't have that many instants or sorceries, that's the problem. I probably should get some more. Even if it's just like a removal, I don't have that much removal. I think I only have, well, I mean, here's 2 or 3 copies of this. A couple of Declaration in Stone. And that might be it. I don't even think I have any. That sucks. Oh well. I guess now I don't have to worry about milling myself? Okay, what's this thing? If no spells were cast, transform it. So it would transform if I don't cast something. So it just becomes a 4/4. So, would I rather Reflector it or Royal Spout it? That's the question. So far, Reflector's been fine. I've seen some 2/2s. Reflector Mage beats it, so just play another Mage. Get the extra creature presence. Get rid of her blocker. So, this would have discarded Reflector Mage. I wonder what I would have drawn then. We'll find out next turn what it is I would have drawn. Okay, so there's that. Him being a 3/3 now actually is really frustrating. That kind of sucks. I'll have to wait to double block now. So I would have drawn this. Ah, no, that'll work perfectly. Wow, what a top deck. I'm glad you got rid of my Delver. Oh, man. There we go, now they're 3/4s. I still want to attack this turn. I'll wait to bounce one with a Royal Spout. But, because if he double blocks, then we just trade creatures, which I don't want. I've got the flying presence on him as well. Green definitely loses to flying. He's got some white, though, and he's got some red, so he doesn't need much to remove him. But if I... well, yeah, now I can't Royal Spout. He'll have too many creatures. So these guys aren't attacking anyway, no matter what I do. So I may as well just play the Thunderclap and get a 3-turn clock on him instead of a 4-turn clock. Well, no, that put him at 5 would be 2-turn clock. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that. Ooh. That's handy. Alright, alright. Good job, Flyers. So he's trying to get a creature card, which means he's not trying to draw any spells to deal with Flyers. He's trying to get some sort of creature and hope that it can respond with them, but did not work. Oh, Rabid Bite. Oh, man. Eh, that's okay. If I draw a land, no, if I awaken, it'll have to be tapped. So that won't help. Another flyer, though. Another flyer helps. I don't need to worry about my defense, so bouncing a creature doesn't bother me at all. But I'll put him at 2. He's going to need another Rabid Bite now to kill my Archangel. So I've got 2 creatures capable of dealing lethal here. So not only do I have 2 creatures capable of lethal, I also can bounce if he gets a flyer creature, or really anything that could block. So my chances are pretty good. Yep, there we go. That's that game. So, alright, well, it was pretty lopsided. I was able to control him at the start with Reflector Mages and just slowly get there with Flyers. So, yeah, I guess that works. But let's play one more with this deck, see how it goes. Alright, everybody, welcome back. We've got, looks like we've got some good cards this time in our hand. We actually have a good hand for the first time in several games. Let's see what we can make use out of it with. I'll have perfect card on turn 2 that I like to play. I love his first strike. I'll bounce something on turn 3 and then just get stronger and keep dealing with him. So, should go well. Should go well. If he tries to play a blocker, I'll say nope. And then he'll be 4 power first strike on turn 4. Aw, you think you can block me? As much as I want to draw a card from killing that guy, I'm gonna have to say no. Reflector Mage is really good. He's obviously good in control, and this proves he's even good in aggro. Because even later on in the game, he's still a 2-3, so I can still deal with all these 2-2s that he's gonna bounce. As we saw last game until he pumped his guys up, but then I countered with a pump of my own, and he's still one point better. So he's really strong. And his ability of, and then they can't cast it for one more turn, I think is unique. You know, almost every bounce that I'm aware of, they bounce it to hand, and then they can just play it again. Freezing it in their hand is new. But I got my Renown, that's all I care about. And his Renown is actually going to pump his power to being 3-4, so he still can't block me anyway. He might think he can, but he can't. And then even if he could, he definitely can't now. This was a really strong hand. This was a really strong hand. Yikes. 8 damage on turn 4. I'm still sitting on a bounce as well, so if he ever gets some sort of answer, I'm just gonna say no. You don't. Really? You gave me both Abbeys? I guess I could Royal Spout him. Or, well, maybe get rid of the token, because the token will be gone for good. Whereas the Servitor, he can just cast again. It's more I just don't want him to draw a card off of it. Okay, so how do I do this here? Do I just bounce the Servitor, attack with these guys, and then next turn I win the game with the Whirler Rogue and unblockable, I think? Well, not necessarily win the game, because I don't think he's just going to take 8 points. I could just make one of them unblockable now. Guarantee that I get something through. It's vulnerable to board wipe, though. I don't want him drawing cards. So I think I'm just going to Royal Spout you. So that way he doesn't draw the card off it blocking, and then he doesn't draw the quote-unquote top card of his library because he's just drawing his creature again. So it gives him less chance of getting an option. Alright, so he takes 4, goes down to 6. If I played Whirler Rogue, he probably would have just blocked with the Servitor. But then I'd have an extra 4 power on the field. Although not if I use them to... Oh, there we go, that's GG. Alright, that last game was so quick due to the perfect hand. Let's try and get a real second match in here. Ooh, way too much land. Way too much. I can't have that. I'll have to stick with this. Yeah. This will have to do. I really need a blue, though. If I could get a blue, that'd be awesome. I'm not sure on this card, because it pretty much is only going to work on a flyer. Everything else will end up just getting chumped and traded with. So it's only really going to work on a flyer. And as you saw in the first game, a single 2-1 flyer can get there on its own. Obviously, you would like to have more, so I suppose really it just speeds the process up significantly. But if I don't have a flyer myself, then it's not that great. It'll force them, I suppose, to block and kill my creature, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm killing something in response, and I get a 4-4 attacking for 1 turn? I don't know. Like, if this was just removal instead with the deck be better? Some of the things that you got to figure out. Nice, he didn't even play a creature at all. This is where I'm afraid he's going to burn it. So I don't want to play it now in case he gets burned. But I don't want to play Reflector Mage on nothing. And I don't want to do nothing. So I guess I'll just try it. Yep, he's got the burn. Not surprising. Oh well. What did he discard? Wait, so Lightning Axe and Fiery Temper? I guess he just tempers me. Kind of thought, but if I just swing for 1 and do nothing, that just doesn't feel productive either. So now I'll bounce that guy back to his hand. I suppose maybe I should have just waited. I probably should have just waited. Well, even if I got it out there, he would have ended up killing it after whatever next turn. So I guess in reality, all I lose is 4 points of damage, but he used 2 spells. I'm probably okay with all of that at the end of the day. I don't know. Because let's just say he plays a 3 or 4 drop creature now and doesn't save anything. That's an if too. Alright. Yeah, so if I held on to it and I played it now, I would have gotten an extra 4 points. Technically an extra 5 points, because I don't think he would have killed it that turn. Although at this point, going up against red, I might have just wanted to sit on Avacyn. Nah. I probably would have played it to get it out there, and then Avacyn later. Alright, he's tapped out, so I don't have to worry about any, Oh, he's not tapped out. Shit. I'm still gonna play it, even though it gives him another Lightning Axe opportunity. I want to be able to swing with her. Alright, let's see how this goes. Does he blow up Avacyn or no? Oh, looks like he doesn't have another one. That's good. Okay, so I got 6 points there. It's not a turn 1, it is a turn 2 kill. So I think I want to play the Lieutenant just to get that turn 1 possibility out there. Although, granted, he's going to play some sort of creature. So I'm not really going to kill him in 1 turn. But I don't think the Madness decks, they don't run board wipes. So I'm not overextending against a red-black Madness. He's not going to have Languish. Even if he had double black. Just gives me something else to make unblockable. Yep, there we go. That's GG. So, alright, well, that'll do it for us here. Being 3 total games. None of them too intricate. That is the problem. I'll record games for hours and hours and hours, and all the games are pretty normal, pretty bland. And then I'll stop recording and I'll get an amazing match. So it's really tough. But with an aggro deck, it's always going to be harder to get intricate matches. Because obviously it tries to win before things get too intricate. Not to say that they're easy to play or that they're simple or you just click buttons win game. There's obviously still a lot of thought with timing and with controlling your own board presence that you have to worry about. It's just less likely, but that's alright. We still have 5 other decks that I really want to be able to play and make some videos for, so we'll get something. we'll definitely get something. So thank you guys for watching this one. Take it easy. Catch you later. See you soon. Peace.